PACIS TV, ta vie renouvelée en Jésus-Christ.
Hello once again and welcome back on PACIS TV. This is the time for the news in English. My name is Benjamin Kwizera and these are the top stories. Fabio dos Santos, the desk officer of Catholic Media Council, the NGO consultancy based in Germany, emphasized that Cygnus 2026 will help her to get the insights and to create a network with Catholic journalists from different Catholic media houses across the world. 17 Rwandan refugees returned to Rwanda that have been living in Democratic Republic of Congo were received in Rwanda through RW'IGITANGAZAMAKURU border post. Welcome to our news in detail. This is the news brought to you in partnership with the CREDO Hotel, located in MURI district, southern province of Rwanda. Fabio dos Santos, the desk officer of Catholic Media Council, the NGO consultancy based in Germany, emphasized that Cygnus 2026 will help her to get the insight and to create a network with Catholic journalists from different Catholic media houses across the world. Dos Santos.
My name is Fabio Ortiz dos Santos. I work as a desk officer for CAMECO, Catholic Media Council. It's an NGO consultancy based in Germany. So what I really hope to get from this Congress is to network, is to exchange, to meet with our interlocutors, with our partners, to know what people are doing on the ground, it's a World Congress, so what people in Latin America are doing, in Asia. My focus is the African continent, so here I get the chance to learn about what Rwanda is doing in media initiatives. Other countries, South Sudan, Cameroon, Mozambique, Angola, you name it. So this is the moment that I network and I speak to everyone. I've touched base actually with so many people so far, and what is always interesting to hear already, I feel we are somehow speaking. We are on the same page. We are conscious about the importance of digital literacy, to use technology, to use digital media for the betterment of our societies, to improve the quality of life of our citizens, of our communities. So I feel we are somehow cross boundaries, but we're speaking somehow on the same language. We are very aligned. And we want to exchange experiences. So far, this is what I have gained a lot. I'm receiving insights, what people are doing, their experiences, the threats, the risks of digital technologies, and how we can improve and share ideas for solutions. Whenever I travel for field visits, I create the occasion. So this is an event. Out of this event, I hope to have gained a lot of insights of what is, for example, the Rwanda. Rwanda is a hosting country. What are the initiatives, communication initiatives, media initiatives in Rwanda? And I have been gaining a lot, and I still need to continue. I'll have a few more visits on Friday to some organizations. And out of the Congress, I really hope to have seeded or have thrown some seeds for future collaboration and future partnerships. And I'm sure that at the end of this week, I'll have like a huge portfolio of potential partners.
Well, 17 Rwandan returnees who had been living in Democratic Republic of Congo were received on Rwandan soil through RW'IGITANGAZAMAKURU 1 border post in RW'IGITANGAZAMAKURU district. More report. 17 Rwandan returnees who had been living in Democratic Republic of Congo were received on Rwandan soil through the RW'IGITANGAZAMAKURU 1 border post in RW'IGITANGAZAMAKURU district. They were temporarily accommodated at Nyarushishi transit camp after fleeing insecurity that had threatened. Local authorities in Rusizi district urged the returnees to work together with other citizens in contributing to the country's development. They also emphasized the importance of prioritizing their children's education and encouraged them to share accurate information with those still in Congo, discouraging the spread of misleading narratives about Rwanda. One of the returnees, Nhabanganyimana Claude, who was born in Congo and had been living in the forest, explained that his late father had always warned him that anyone who went to Rwanda would be killed, urged him to remain in Congo and build a life there. However, after his father's death, they began receiving messages encouraging them to return home upon arrival. Claude said he was impressed by the level of infrastructure development in Rwanda. Welcoming the group, the Vice Mayor of Rusizi District in charge of economic development, Habimana Alfred, encouraged them to integrate into government programs aimed at improving livelihoods, including access to education and soil and social welfare services. Since the beginning of this year, more than 320 Rwandans have returned through the Rusizi 1 border post. Upon arrival, they are first taken to the Nyarushishi transit camp, where they stay briefly before being reunited with their families. Well, the government of Rwanda, in partnership with the United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees, UNHCR, has received a new group of 177 refugees and asylum seekers evacuated from Libya. News in details. The government of Rwanda, in partnership with the United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees, UNHCR, has received a new group of 177 refugees and asylum seekers evacuated from Libya, reaffirming the country's continued commitment to humanitarian protection. The group, which is 24th batch to be relocated to Rwanda under the Emergency Transit Mechanism (ETM), arrived in Kigali on the night of 5th of August 2026. It comprises 68 Sudanese, 66 Eritreans, 15 Ethiopians, and 26 South Sudanese, and 2 Somali nationals, many of whom had been stranded. In collaboration with African Union and UNHCR, aims to evacuate vulnerable migrants and refugees from detention centers in Libya, where many face abuse, exploitation, and life-threatening conditions. Minema emphasized that Rwanda remains steadfast in its commitment to offering protection to people fleeing conflict, persecution, and other crises. The government noted that hosting refugees under the ETM reflects Rwanda's broader values of solidarity, dignity, and shared responsibility in responding to humanitarian challenges. Well, in sports-related news, Patriots Basketball Club and our SSB Tigers made an impressive start to the National Basketball Playoffs after defeating REG and APR, respectively. The playoffs tipped off on Wednesday, the 5th of August 2026, at BK Arena, featuring the first round of games between the top 4 teams from Rwanda Basketball League regular season. News in detail. Patriots Basketball Club and our SSB Tigers made an impressive start to the National Basketball Playoffs after defeating REG and APR respectively. The playoffs tipped off on Wednesday, the 5th of August 2026 at BK Arena, featuring the first round of games between the top 4 teams from the Rwanda Basketball League regular season. The teams are competing in a best-of-5 series. The opening game saw Patriots Basketball Club, who finished second in the regular season standings, take on REG Basketball Club, who placed third. Patriots secured 84 points to 75 victory over REG. Patriots dominated much of the game, winning 2 of the 4 quarters, while REG claimed 1, and the final quarter ended in a draw. Patriots started strongly, winning the first quarter 28 points to 12 points, and the second 21 points to 20 points. After the halftime, REG returned with renewed energy and corrected some of their earlier mistakes, taking the third quarter to 24 points to 16 points. The fourth and final quarter ended evenly, 19 points for both.
Patriots' standout performer was Damaria Franklin, who scored a game-high 26 points. The second game of the night featured league leaders APL Basketball Club against fourth-placed RSSB Tigers. In a surprising result, RSSB Tigers defeated APR 97 points to 82 points. The match, which began at 9:30 p.m., attracted a large crowd at BK Arena due to the high expectations surrounding it. Both teams had recently strengthened their squads. APR had signed Leonard Clegg Ronder, the most recent BL MVP, while RSSB Tigers brought in American player Bay Taylor Tariq, who delivered an impressive performance in this game. First quarter ended 22 points to 22 tie. APR edged the second quarter 24 points to 21, heading into halftime with a narrow lead over RSSB Tigers. After the halftime break, our RSSB Tigers took control of the game, winning the third quarter 28 points to 20 points against APR Basketball Club. They maintained their momentum in the fourth quarter, which they also claimed 26 points to 16 points, securing a narrow 82 points to 79 victory in the opening game of the series. Our RSSB Tigers' new signing, Bay Taylor Tariq, was the standout performer of the match, scoring a game-high 39 points. The second round of the games is scheduled to take place on Friday, the 7th of August.
Well, that was sports-related news. And after a short commercial break, we are coming back with international news tonight.
PSF yateguye imurikagurisha mpuzamahanga ku nshuro ya 29 rizabera igikondo mu mujyi wa Kigali kuva ku itariki ya 28 Nyakanga kugeza ku ya 17 Kanama 2026. Ibihugu bigera kuri 20 byose bizaba biri mu rw'imisozi igihumbi. Buri gicuruzwa, service cyangwa kwidagadura wifuza byose bizaba bihari. Imiryango izaba ifunguye buri munsi guhera saa 3 za mu gitondo kugera saa 4 z'ijoro. Kubifuza kumurika ibyo bakora nababwira iki? Imiryango irafunguye. Hamagara 0785 imurikagurisha mpuzamahanga Expo uritegurirwa n'urugaga rw'abikorera PSF ifatanyije na Minisiteri y'Ubucuruzi n'Inganda Minicom.
We are crafting the future.
Nibyo koko sujya wifuza kugura tent wifuza ukabura aho wabariza? Kigali Tent Tech ubu ni igisubizo kuri wowe. Tubakora amatenti y'ubwoko butandukanye mu buryo bwa kinyamwuga bitewe nuko mubyifuza. Tubakora amatenti atwikira imodoka igatandukana n'izuba ndetse n'imvura birinda kwangirika. Tubakora amatenti akoreshwa mu birori bitandukanye nk'ubukwe, inama zitandukanye n'ibindi. Abo mu bukerarugendo namwe Kigali Tent Tech ntitwabibagiwe kuko tubakorera tent nziza zo gukambikamo zijyanye n'imiterere y'ikirere, camping tent. Tubakora kandi amarido meza akoze muri tent arinda amahuhwezi kwinjira mu nyubako, canopy tent n'imitaka myiza yo kwicaramo muri jardin, kuri piscine n'ahandi, amahema atwikira ibicuruzwa n'ububiko bw'amazi buzwi nka water bladder. By'umwihariko kandi tubasanira amahema yangiritse mu buryo bwa kinyamwuga. Kigali Tent Tech dukora Kimisagara hafi na Kiliziya ya Saint Pierre. Ku bisobanuro birambuye waduhamagara cyangwa ukatwandikira kuri 0788914308 cyangwa ugasura imbuga nkoranyambaga zacu Kigali Tent Tech. Kigali Tent Tech, we deliver quality. Even if it breaks my heart.
Bakera rugendo namwe bashyitsi mugenda mu karere ka Muhanga no mu tundi turere two mu ntara y'Amajyepfo n'intara y'Iburengerazuba, namwe mwese mukeneye service za hotel, ni muze nimugera mu mujyi wa Muhanga mukomeze gato. Nimugera i Kabgayi murahasanga hotel yiteguye kubakirana urugwiro. Iyo nta yindi ni Hotel Saint Andre Kabgayi. Hotel Saint Andre Kabgayi tugufitiye service zitandukanye za bar na restaurant kandi zitanga nk'ubuhanga n'icyubahiro ku mukiriya utugana. Tubafitiye kandi imikino itandukanye ifasha abatugana kuruhuka nka piscine wogeramo karuka mu mutwe, imyicungo igezweho abana bidagaduriramo bagataha banezerewe, tennis na table game bakuze kwita biyari, igisoro ndetse na volley yo ku mucanga bakuze kwita beach volley mukunda muri benshi nayo nitwayibagiwe. Ikindi nuko yuko muri hoteli Saint Andre Kabgayi twakira inama zitandukanye kuko tubafitiye ibyumba byiza by'inama utasanga ahandi, byaba bito ndetse n'ibishobora kwakira abantu benshi, ariko by'akarusho tukaba tubafasha no gukora inama mukoresheje ikoranabuhanga mu gihe mutari kumwe mu cyumba. Kubifuza serivisi za catering Hotel Saint Andre Kabgayi, amafunguro n'ibinyobwa tubibagerezaho ku gihe. Tubafitiye ibyumba byiza byagutse biri mu byiciro bitandukanye, harimo n'ibyo bakunze kwita suite mu ndimi z'amahanga, ndetse byose ukaba ubibona ku giciro cyiza. Muri make ugeze muri Hotel Saint Andre Kabgayi ahora yifuza kugaruka kubera uburyo yakiranye ubwuzu n'icyubahiro tutasanga ahandi, kuko serivisi zitanga kinyamwuga kandi zishingiye ku ndangagaciro za kizizi. Ku bindi bisobanuro waduhamagara kuri telefone ziri kuri ekara yawe cyangwa ukatwandikira unyuze ku mbuga nkoranyambaga zacu zitandukanye. Hoteli Saint Andre Kabgayi, imfura mu mahoteli mu gutanga serivisi nziza inoze kandi ku gihe.
Yemwe yashuri bose bashaka ni College Fondation Sina Gerard.
Mama we,
iri ni ishuri ribumbatiye icyerekezo cy'u Rwanda twifuza, kuko ritanga uburezi buhamye mu mashuri y'inshuke, abanza, icyiciro rusange ndetse n'amashami y'imyuga n'ubumenyingiro mu buhinzi, ubworozi, food processing, ubwubatsi, ubukanishi bw'ibinyabiziga, fashion design, gutunganya imisatsi, ububaji n'ubusuderi. Hari n'amasomo y'igihe gito short courses mu mashami yavuzwe haruguru, aherekezwa na practice zihagije kuko abanyeshuri bigira mu nganda za Sina Gerard. Sina Gerard International Football Academy yigisha abana guhera ku myaka 6 gucunga ruhago sawa sawa, atletism, imbyino nyarwanda no kwiga amategeko y'umuhanda no gutwara ibinyabiziga nabyo biri mu nyongera y'amasomo. Abana biga amashuri y'incuke n'abanza basoza ibyo byiciro bose bazi gutwara igare. Umwana wa segonderi we atahana uruhusa rwo gutwara ibinyabiziga. Witinda kwandikisha umwana ku ishuri kuri Nyirangarama cyangwa ku mashami ya Sina Gerard Entreprise Urwibutso hose mu gihugu. Ku bindi bisobanuro hamagara 0788535123 cyangwa 0788535999.
College Fondation Sina Gerard.
Twubaka ubukungu bushingiye ku bumenyi.
Rero ugiye kutubwira impamvu zatumye uhitamo kuza gusaba akazi hano?
Bwa mbere nza gusaba akazi hano nari nabitekerejeho, mbabarire. Murakoze. Mu by'ukuri numvaga mfite ubushobozi ndetse n'ubushake.
So kutiteguye bihagije ni ukutaryama neza. Rwanda Farm, le paradis du matelas.
Ufite Canal Plus, abafite na Netflix. Niho honyine warebera K-pop Demon Hunters ndetse anime y'inyamamare muri iyi minsi. Mu mazi magari, abasare ba One Piece muri season ya 2 baragashya kugeza ku nkombe. The Polygamist mwese mwakukiye imitima, uyireba yicara na karahuri k'amazi hafi aho. The Night Agent season ya 3 nibiturika bidasigwo bihasanze. Kuri Netflix ufite amahitamo y'imyidagaduro y'impande zose z'isi. Netflix iri muri abonema y'ikirenga nta yandi mafaranga wongeyeho. Niba ufite abonema ihutire gukurikiza amabwiriza ubundi ubone igisobanuro cy'uburyohe.
Babivuze ukuri kuwiza imyuga acukubiri n'ubushomeri maze agatangira gukirigita ifaranga. Mu ishuri umushumba mwiza TSS niho honyine wakwiga imyuga ku rwego rwa AD, irimo guteka ibizwi nka food and beverage operations, ubudozi cyangwa fashion design.
Abashaka kandi kwiga by'igihe gito namwe twabatekerejeho kuko tubigisha gutunganya imisatsi, ubutetsi n'amahoteli. Ushobora no kwiga mu mezi 3, 6 cyangwa umwaka, ndetse n'ishami ry'ubuhinzi no gutunganya umusaruro. Nimutugane.
Umuryango umushumba mwiza kandi ubafitiye n'ishuri ribanza ry'ikitegerezo rya Ecole Saint Agnes guhera mu y'inshuke kugeza usoje abanza.
Ngwino wandikisha umwana wawe hakiri kare kuko twatangiye kwandikisha abashaka gutangirana n'umwaka w'amashuri mu kwezi kwa 9.
Ishuri umushumba mwiza TSS na Ecole Saint Agnes aherereye i Remera mu Giporoso ahazwi nko ku Cyamitsingi.
Ku bindi bisobanuro wahamagara kuri nimero mubona kuri ekara zanyu.
Well, welcome to our international news tonight. Beginning in Vatican, His Holiness Pope Leo XIV celebrated Mass on Thursday for the thousands of young people from across Europe gathered in Assisi for the 2026 Franciscan Youth Meeting. At Mass in the Basilica of St. Mary of the Angels, the Pope encouraged his young listeners to go to the margins of society, where the injustice and arrogance of a few deny the dignity and dreams of many. And he said that they are also called to read the scriptures with mercy. And His Holiness Pope Leon encouraged youth to have love and compassion. His Holiness emphasized that they are there to overcome resignation and fear, to untangle the doubts that hold them back, just as he held back the apostles. Jesus calls us into a dialogue with his story that may write new pages. Assisi is a place where everything whispers that their lives can be transformed, unleash light, and repair the world. His Holiness Pope Leon said, and reminding the listeners that it was there in Assisi that the transfiguration of Francis of Clare and then thousands of other young people first began. Well, from Vatican to Russia, Ukraine said it has hit 2 oil refineries in multiple strikes deep inside Russia, with patrol boats and other vessels in the Black Sea also hit. President Volodymyr Zelensky said that Bashnev Novoil and Slayneft refineries were struck in the attacks aimed at limiting oil revenues in Moscow. Yaroslav Regional Governor Mikhail Evlaev said a Slavian Yanos was on fire after what he called the largest enemy drone attack. He said 4 people were injured. Meanwhile, Ukraine said at least 11 people were killed in Russian attacks, and the southern city of Kherson reported a total blackout. Russia said it targeted fuel, energy, and transport facilities. Both Russia and Ukraine have in recent weeks intensified attacks on major cities, energy facilities, and warehouses, as the first front line remains virtually static and all mediation efforts to end the war have brought no breakthrough. Russian President Vladimir Putin launched a full-scale invasion of Ukraine in February 2022. Well, and that story takes us to an end of our news tonight. But before we close, let's go back to our top stories. In our top stories tonight, Fabio Dos Santos, the desk officer of Catholic Media Council, the NGO consultancy based in Germany, emphasized that Sydney's 2026 will help her to get the insight and to create a network with Catholic journalists from different Catholic media houses across the world. And in other news, 17 Rwandan returnees who had been living in Democratic Republic of Congo were received on Rwandan soil through the Rusizi 1 border post. And in international news, His Holiness Pope Leon XIV celebrated Mass on Thursday for the thousands of young people from across Europe gathered in Assisi, the 2026 Franciscan Youth Meeting. Well, it was a very huge privilege to be with you tonight, and thank you very much for being with the PACIS TV. My name is Benjamin Kwizera, and I wish you a very fantastic night.
PACIS TV, the #1 Catholic television in Africa.
PACIS TV, ta vie renouvelée en Jésus-Christ.
PACIS TV, the #1 Catholic television in Africa.
PACIS TV, ta vie renouvelée en Jésus-Christ.
PACIS TV, the #1 Catholic television in Africa.
PACIS TV, ta vie renouvelée en Jésus-Christ.
PACIS TV, the number one Catholic television in Africa.
PACIS TV, ta vie renouvelée en Jésus-Christ.
PACIS TV, the number one Catholic television